You take a mortal man. You meet him over in Eos in Greece. How are you, Sasha?
I'm doing all right, Captain. You're right.
I'm all right, mate. I've been trying to get you on either the stream or the podcast for many's a moon, mate. But you finally got there. You done the job. So for
trying to work out the level.
Yeah, I'll turn up the volume a touch on this myself. So basically, a good evening to anyone who's joining us live, and a belated how do you do to anyone who's watching us after the stream. Who we got in the house tonight? We got Lee Mean Murphy, Story Horse, Kieran Griffin, Honda Lads, Jumi, Way, Amanda, Evening Lads, Born Sticky, Shape of That. Oh. So with me in the show tonight is Sasha, the Hitman Klein, the man who brought me to Sweden back in 2003. And many's a good laugh did me and this man have. Taught me how to skateboard. Taught me about the Thornton Massive. Taught me about Panillas in the Mist and all things outrageous. Yona Anderson, Cactus Rider, Sparkstron. How are you doing? Yeah, he was very creative there with the name. Sasha, welcome to the show. How are you feeling to be on Maloney's Digest, the YouTube channel? What'd you say?
I also got kicked off the Hardy Bucks.
Oh yeah, you so Sasha got kicked off the Hardy Bucks set in 2010. I gave him one line. It cost we gave him like 400 quid for the day, and paid for his flight over, got a hotel and everything. And all I asked was one line, which was 2468. Listen up, because I'm fucking talking to you. But you kept deliberately going 2468. Listen up, because I'm fucking talking to you. With French toast and the crusties of the
where's French toast?
Where is he? You fucking give him a bell if you want, man. Oh, Sasha, is it? Sasha.
Me and my brother. On,
did you enjoy hanging out with Stateside? What you say, brother man?
I want to speak to French toast.
French toast, yeah. I might give him a bell now and see if we can get him on. Can we get him on? Might get Stephen Kelly on the mix as well. Could I give the cowboy? I mean, will you talk to the people? Have just got a view of your ear, Sasha.
Where's Collie?
Collie never answers anymore, man. Some Barnett, Martin. How are you, Graham Russell? I don't know if your screen is frozen. There we go. We're back again. This lad said this lad's audio is AIDS. Do you not have a pair of headphones in the house, Sash?
No, I got one of these Galaxy S20 Plus 5 G, and I didn't imagine I was going to my girl.
Can I get
headphones?
Because your audio is breaking up.
Oh.
Sean from Chicago said, I'm glad we have proof of life for Sash. We've heard many things about Sash, but it's good to see you. Good to see your face.
Hello.
Who's this lad? What's the cat called? How you
what the fuck can all me?
Who's the beast, Sash? Oisin Campbell.
I brought up a pair of cats to be.
Hey, Sash, can you read the comments as well? You can talk to people in the comment section.
Where does the comments go? Is that on chat?
Well, Bees, I ain't seen you for a while, mate. Ted, how you getting on? Yeah, there should be, you should be able to see the comments in the comment section to the right. I assume you should be a little interface. I don't know how it works. Are you on the phone or are you on the iPad?
My iPad's coming in a week. It's nicked.
It's like talking to me mum on the phone. I need you to I need you to keep the iPad still or the phone so we can see it because we're trying to frame the shot so it looks good to the viewer. Are you touching some tender loin there?
Yeah, it's pretty shit. It's weird because I got one of them fancy phones.
Yeah, the color seems to be a bit 1995 Tomorrow's World, featuring Philippa Forrester and the boys.
Who's on the phone now, though?
Well, it's just me and you in it, man. Do you know what I mean? But we got some people in the chat group. I think Sasha's technical difficulties. I'll get back. I'll take him out of the room for now, and hopefully he can get close to the modem. So I'll take him out for now. And we'll add him back to the stream. Do you know what I mean? How's everyone doing anyway? Shout out, lads. Let's go. I put your thing up on the that's enough of a shout out now, Josh. Don't be getting greedy. God often said don't be too greedy, like. So we got Willie Heenan. Sometimes you see someone at a party in a complete mess and think, I'm glad that's not me, but also that's an aspirational state. I know what you mean. Dwayne Durkin. Dwayne, listen, Dwayne. If the man himself is there, if Dwayne Durkin is watching, then Dwayne Durkin is coming on. Dwayne's World. Part of time. Excellent. Dwayne, you're good with computers are here. You're one of those computer boys, one of those millennial lads who was raised around the internet's jobs. Get on there, hey, and we'll talk some hardball talk about how you introduced the Hardy books to stateside. MP, Howie Martin, what's the crack in Sweden these days? It's pretty creamy, man. The crack is creamy. Couple of creamers in the pub to be got if that floats your boat. Some outdoor dining, some indoor dining. No big gigs on though. We'll see if Sasha's back. We'll get him back in the mix. Man, Sash, you're back again.
Is that Collie?
No. Collie doesn't come on this channel. Collie's too big for this channel now. He's like Dylan Moran or.
I'm having a Donald.
You're having a.
That sounds like Collie.
Huh?
Who is it?
How do you mean? When are we gonna get to the meat and two veg of the chat? I just want to have a good chat with you, mate. But there seems to be some technical difficulties.
Yeah, but I thought it sounds like Collie.
I sound like a mullet.
Yeah, there's about 10 minutes difference. No, 10 seconds difference.
Oh, really? I don't know why that happens. Have you tried turning it on and off again?
What, the phone?
Yeah.
All right, so I do that and press that link again.
Yeah, do that. And in the meantime, Gavigan's going to jump on. You remember Gavigan, the guy who gave you loads of free pints in the Gateway that night? That led to...
how can I forget that?
bring on Gavigan to recant the times.
Yeah, it was a good laugh. I just feel sorry for the college girls that found that.
Hey, and Dwayne Durkin, man, Dwayne. I know you're watching this, Dwayne. You're too funny not to be on, man. Like I'm giving you Dwayne Durkin should have been in Hardy, but much like yourself, Sasha, two fucking hilarious characters.
I know, I should have been that cell.
That just fucked it up through drink. Dwayne, I know you're watching this.
Yeah, but me and French drinking like fucking crazy, mate.
Yeah, I remember poor Mike.
We were in the line, like waiting for it, and we were drinking. It was my fault. So I kept handing him fucking the bucket. It was my fault. But we had a good time. So what do I do? Do I turn my phone off?
Yeah, well, look, yeah, just turn the phone off again and follow that link again, and hopefully that might realign the discombobulation unit that's deep within inside the zone of the enders. Have you got a better light there as well? Just to light. I'll remove you from the chat for now, and then you come back in after you've reset the discombobulation module. Right, it's back to me again. Simon, have I drew anywhere? I don't know. I got one fucking lawn. Have I met any fucking man? What's your stones? The Darken Shrine. Interesting name. How are you doing? You're very welcome. Very, very. We got Tyler Schuler's in the mix. Martin looks like a fine haircut, looking like an extra on a Cure video. I was never big into the Cure, man. They're always a bit too soft for such a man of testosterone states. Look at them fucking guns. Jake Paul, is it? I'll fucking Jake Paul you, cunt. I've been fucking lifting. See them for freckles, boy. I think there was a... But yeah, I'm not one of these lads who just sticks in front of the mirror and... here he is. Fucking Dwayne Durkin, boy.
How are you doing?
Dwayne, it's cousin Dwayne. How are you getting on?
My hair's a bit of a mess, but I said I'll come on anyway, sure.
Are you sure? Your hair's looking... I'll tell you one thing, man. You got a lovely crop of hair, Dwayne.
With the lockdown, you haven't a chance to sort out the Barnett, you know.
Yeah, sure. I my haircut took 2 days. I was basically given a bit of a trim with an old clippers I got in Lidl, and
you done this job actually.
Well, I did all right. But there was a flamboyant gentleman who kept throwing sexual innuendos at me, and he was saying your hair looks like shit, and I went, will you be able to finish it off? I'll finish you off. I'm like, you're all right, mate. I don't want to go like this all over your chest. But yeah, but he did a fair play to him. His name is Chris. Did a great job on my hair outside the pub and got a round of applause. But he gave me a nice little a fade touch, so it was a touch too much. How are you getting on, Dwayne? You're a good lad. 26.
Well, no, not too bad.
Equals 1.
I heard your man Bars saying that the last night, so I just put it up as my username for the crack.
The Jimmy is a great lad. You're very welcome to the show, Dwayne. Are you enjoying the channel? Are you enjoying the crack?
I am, yeah. I only really heard about it lately, so I tuned in the last night and it was good old crack, so I said I'd have a look again tonight.
Hey, and not only did you have a look, you came on and you've jumped into the chat, and fair play to you, Dwayne. So can we talk about the time when me and you were going to be playing McGahern's younger brother, Mascard, last time. Last time we were doing, what was it, the third series, when the Viper was having his outdoor, it was like patty, and then we had all these fake pints, and myself and the other lads were like, we're not drinking that fake beer shite. So we went out and bought some real pints from across the road in the Gateway. And fairness, Dwayne, you got onto it as well. But you went a little bit heavier than the rest of us on the pints. So when you came back for the filming, your man Neil was like, the first AD was saying, he's too drunk to be on set. Go away. And you were like, what are you going to fucking do about it? I'll fucking take you. I'll go fight you.
He tried to persist with me for a while. Like, I think someone called down to the pub to try and get me out. And eventually they just gave up hope. They thought it was a dead loss.
Well, I was very disappointed that I was very, very disappointed that you couldn't make it, because you're a local legend. Tell me this: you're a great man for the bets on the horses, but did you bet on any cryptocurrency, Dwayne?
No, I didn't. Unfortunately, no, I didn't. Unfortunately, it would have been. It seems like something that you could make a few quid out of, like, but you'd have to be.
I didn't make any few quid, and now I'm in bother. But well, I am, but I've got money stuck in it now since fucking Elon Musk and the other wrongins were trying to put the mockers on it. And I tell you, Shawneen from Chicago knows the crack as well. He was on the Stings Digest, and if Shawneen, you're the man near the computer, put the old link in there to the Stings Digest group.
It can fit us in, like, I'm struggling with the old horses lately, so if I could get into some other area where I'm, like where I could maybe make a few quid, it'd be handy.
Hey. If any of us could make a few quid, it'd be handy this weather. Yeah, we bring Sasha. You've heard of Sasha? Have you, Dwayne? He was.
I've seen him there a few minutes ago, but I haven't really seen him before, I don't think.
Well, we bring him in for the chat. We'll bring him in. Here we go. You ready?
He was over in Orange for doing a scene with you with the Hardy Bucks, and he didn't bother saying the line
Here he
properly.
is. Three of the biggest headers on the planet.
I
In
mean,
one
You're
day.
struggling with it.
I know.
You're trying your best, Martin, to get people into the show, and then we're letting you down. What's going on the beard? Another man who won't say the line properly.
So, sorry, Tash, you were saying?
I nearly got picked up by a skip merchant in Barcelona.
Funny enough, we have a friend. Do you know John Phelan? We call him Terry. He's a mate of ours, myself and Owen, but he was in the same class as Owen and Tom Cagallan and the boys. He was living in Barcelona. At the same time he was in Barcelona, Sasha was also in Barcelona. He was like, oh, fucking hell. I saw Sasha knocking around Barcelona, man. And I was like, oh, no way. So one day he said, one day John Phelan said to me, fuck's sake, man, I saw Sasha the other day. It wasn't well. When, how do you mean he wasn't well? Well, he was like sleeping in a skip.
As you do.
Oh, man. Yeah, the tales myself and Sasha could spin. We'll be here all night. Well, it's good. It's good to see you fix the audio, Sasha.
Can you hear me properly now?
Yeah, it's sounds well. Meet Dwayne Durkin. He's another lad who was about to have a big role in Hardy Bucks, and also the power of the lush got the better of him too.
Yeah, Dwayne, I do understand that situation.
How are you doing, Sasha? Oh, I know it's
I'm
difficult.
all right. I'm all right, but
yeah, we'll bring a man.
You know yourself; these things, it gets the better of a man. Sometimes, you know.
Hey, Sasha, you're a man who always had an eye for the ladies. We'll bring in Amanda from Scotland, Sasha. We'll bring in Scottish Amanda.
Martin, listen, it didn't help when I got to the fucking hotel and you said I had a free bar all night. What the fuck do you expect?
Yeah, that was that was a bit of a it was a bit of a doozy. All right, was that? So basically, when Sasha lands into the bar or lands into Swinford, Gavigan was working behind the bar, and I said, yeah, I didn't say I didn't say go carte blanche on everything. I thought it meant a couple of drinks. So Gavigan, fair play to him, went, oh fucking, this is the legend, Sasha. Sound, I'll take care of him. And then the next morning, I get a.
In the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning.
I get a phone call from Magda, Polish woman who's working, and she says, "Martin, you have to come up here to the hotel. It's really fucked up." And I was like, oh, "God, what's happened?" So I come up, right, and he goes, "First he was nice, then he wasn't nice. Then he says all the Polish come over and take all our jobs. Then he says my dad is Polish, which he is." And then this Northern Irish woman was said to me, she goes, oh my God, he was one of the worst people I've ever met. And I'd be putting a complaint into the manager about him. And I was like, look, I'm really sorry. I'll go up and sort this. So we go up the stairs. And he's wrapped around the double door upstairs in the second floor of the hotel with his pants, you know, because you always were going around with the skater pants hanging. So the pants were right round his ankles. He was just spooning the fire door on the second floor. And so J-Bo, who was on J-Bo McNally, you know when you've been J-Bo'd, and Lexus had to help put him into bed, but Lexus accidentally dropped Sasha and his head hit the fucking board. And this was the day he was due to be filming. So it was...
Yeah.
Huh?
I still filmed that day. French Toast helped me out.
You did, yeah.
But you got to remember, I did get a flight from Amsterdam to fucking Ireland, so I wasn't coming in any good shape, mate.
Yeah, from Amsterdam to Ireland, out with a frying pan and into the deep fat fryer. Yeah, so
it's unusual to leave Amsterdam and go to a worse place.
I love County Mayor, but they didn't like me.
Yeah, it's funny because you've got to. There was something I was a bit wary about when you were in Swinford. Well, Swinford's the kind of place where you'll get a slap very easily, and like obviously you were used to living. You were used to having mad shenanigans.
Yeah, fucking I'm in Scotland.
Scotland, yeah. So what's Edinburgh like, Sasha? Is it total fucking zombie nation lockdown up there as well? That Prime Minister of Scotland seems like a right knob.
No, I love Edinburgh. No, I'm half Scottish, half Russian, so there's no Russians involved, but I'm going for the Scottish independence thing.
Yeah, do you reckon they'll get the independence again, Dwayne?
It's hard to know. It's the last time there was a lot of people who voted in favour of leaving the United Kingdom, but this time you just don't know. I think it was around 60-40 the last time. I'd say it could be closer this time.
Should be closer. I don't know. Let the Scots fucking do their own thing.
Yeah, it's up to themselves.
No, it was
Anyway,
it was 52-48. It was that close.
was it that close? I didn't think it was that close.
Yeah,
No.
well,
It was 52-48.
They're entitled to vote anyway. Like if they decide to go their own way, that's their own decision.
Will Heenan
Right,
says, I'm in Glasgow.
I'm keeping
It was
quiet to work out what's going on
52-48
with this
last
thing.
time, yeah. So
Was that close? I didn't think it was that close.
Sash, you knew his onions there. Fair play to you, Sash.
It certainly did.
Oh, Camp says,
We know this bird called Brie.
yeah.
You have to know your onions nowadays.
Yeah, you do.
Do you remember when we
I
kicked the fuck out of the Nazis in Sweden?
Oh yeah, yeah. There was one night myself and
No, but me and Martin and a few mates, a few Irish guys and English guys as well.
yeah, a couple of Nazi lads fucking tussled with the wrong crew. Well, basically, what happened was Sasha had a girl called Brie, a tasty Australian girl who was over staying with us. We all went to this pool hall, and what happened was these fucking skinheads came in and they were like, "Hey, let me play one of your shots." And I was like, "All right, have a shot." And then he had a shot, and then later on, Brie comes in with her lip all bust, crying, and she went, "Oh, what's up with you?" And she said she'd been punched in the face by one of these lads, and then Sasha, they tried to grab a hold of him by the jacket and stab him, but he got out of his jacket, and then some Yugoslavian fella came to try and break it up, and they stabbed him, and then I went down to see what had happened, and they caught your man who was in the back of the police car. So I opened up the police car door and gave him a few fucking kicks and a few belts, and then Phil and Alan joined in the chorus of clocks. And I felt this intense pain around my elbows and the backs of my legs. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I turn around and there's the police are just hitting me with buttons. And I turn around to the policeman and I said, what the fuck are you doing? Like this. And then the cop must have been about like in his mid-40s and I was like 20. And, so it looked like it was like an older gentleman beating a 20-year-old with a, and I went, oh, wait. And he goes, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck are you doing? And I went, yeah, it doesn't look good, does it? I didn't really think this one through, but your man got an awful doing. Our mate Phil.
He did, didn't he, in the back of that car, like with Phil as well. Phil kicked him in the face.
But you remember Phil had found like this plastic phone handle.
It was a good night out.
Sorry?
All worked out good in the end, apart from that Yugoslavian guy.
Yeah, I don't even know how that put. I remember seeing the guy on the stretcher just going, ah! And then I just seen the look on this guy's face in the back of the cab going, ha, 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 like this. So I just opened the door and started putting the boot in.
Yeah.
He was fucked when we were leaving him. He was slouched over.
I went to the window with an iron bar. The police jumped on me, and then that left the door open for you guys.
Yeah.
And then you and Phil kicked the fuck out of the Nazi geezers.
And then Alan also gave him a couple of touches as well. But yeah, they were real skinhead fucking lunatics. But you don't really see them around that much these days. But
and I
did
got
I go to jail? No,
heroin, not the heroines in drugs, the girl heroin.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the police are actually very nice to me.
Yeah.
I said, look, I'm very sorry, but I saw what he'd done here to her and nearly stabbed my friend, this guy on the stretcher, and I didn't think it through. I didn't mean any disrespect to the police when I did that. And yeah.
I'm getting into trouble now. Streamers.
Yep. But do you remember Phil had our mate Phil? He found this like plastic phone handle, and he was just pulling it out, going, "Hello, it's your mum," and just passing it to us. And later on, I seen him just hitting the skinhead guy with the phone handle in the head while your man was handcuffed.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was,
Wrong, like work for something.
Yeah, well, hopefully a man learned his lesson.
that was the guy that caused the old problem. He came up to me and went, because I had dreadlocks, he went, "Are you a communist?" I went, "Shut the fuck up, man." You know what I mean? And then 5 of them turned around me and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to get fucked up here." So I ran over the road and he went to stab me and I pulled my jacket off and I jumped on a bus. I came back with a big metal bar and I went to the police car with a big metal bar and the police jumped on me. And Martin and Phil were kicking, and Alan were kicking the fuck out of the guy in the back of the car. So I was like, "No problem." And then they picked me up. They picked me up, patted me down, says, "No problem, we got him now." Nice police, nice police.
I was going to say, yeah, because we would be neither fan of either communism or Nazism. We're just dudes who enjoy the good times, middle of the road, nice dudes. But if you come at us, you'll get fucking done. Yeah, we're lads who just plow the fucking middle of the road, man, and that's the way I like to keep them through the fucking ditches. Huh?
You're not afraid of an old dust up?
Not at all. Sure, look at the town we're from, Dwayne. Even you, being a gentle soul from Swinford, you'd know how to dish out a few clocks, and not the ones you tell the time with, neither.
You never know. Yeah.
Any fights from around the town lately, or any gossip around the town?
No, I didn't see much, but you see, the pub's only opened up yesterday. So, like, the hotel I think was open last Tuesday, I think, and then the pubs opened up yesterday. So, I'm sure now there will be a few stories coming out in the soon enough. Like,
yes,
on the grapevine now, you'll hear a few things I'd say now in the next few weeks.
Were you down in Dublin fighting the police there by South William Street the other day?
Oh no, not quite. I seen the video of it though. Look at it. They were jumping on top of some fella.
Whatever the fucking crack is with that Drew Harris, fucking loyalist cunt who's running Ireland at the moment. He's running the Gods. He's a bad egg, man. He's a fucking bad egg. And I think there's a good few of the lads in the Gods who are getting a bit sick of the fucking shit now. I've heard stories of real Gardaí Chipolonis, and they're not happy about the fucking crack back at home. There could be no schism going on yet.
You never know. It could be a revolution in Ireland yet. You never know.
There fucking could be. I tell you one thing. It's 2 Paddy's Days. Like, if there's another Paddy's Day gone, there'll be all-out war.
That's the thing, yeah. That's going to tip the...
Hey, tell me this, Dwayne. Has it been shockingly boring at home? Has it been shockingly boring at home?
It has been, yeah. It's been difficult now the last while. Like this, it's only lately now the pubs have opened. The bookies opened there a couple of weeks ago, so we have a few outlets to enjoy ourselves. But
and tell me this: were you buying a few creamers from Tesco and then heading down then for a bit of a bet?
If I was getting a few lushes, I'd probably have to get them in Tesco or somewhere like that, But how do you mean creamers?
Tell me this: would you be on the Hobgoblin?
On the internet betting, is it? What's the Hobgoblin?
As in the Hobgoblin is in when you go into Tesco there's a nice old touch with English ales, and one of them's called the Hobgoblin.
The craft beers.
Well, it's mass-produced craft, if you want to say it like that. But when I was living out in the cottage, I'd be a great man for availing of the old €2 Hobgoblin and just really going to town, man. Right to town.
And they're individual bottles that you buy about maybe 4 for a certain price or 6 for a certain price.
Bit of Bishop's Finger, as Willie Heenan would say. Willie Heenan knows the crack. Bishop's Finger. Hey, come here. I heard you got the fucking finger off the Bishop the last night.
Was it that lovely?
Bad bastards.
He's getting all the fun.
He is indeed. Does Dr. David want to come in for the crack? Yeah, David, I heard you're a doctor. Come in, hey. KM, Hobgoblin Gold is some drink. Ooh. What do you think of Desperados by Jonah Anderson? Do you know what? I tell you one thing. It's a nice, refreshing touch on a summer's day. If someone was dishing out a few cannons of Desperado, I'd be going, Desperado, why don't I come to my senses? You're out drinking hobgoblin so long.
They're nice, them Desperados.
They are.
With the Desperados, you don't have to put the lemon into it. Like, the way you put a lemon into a Corona. It's kind of got a natural flavor, the Desperados.
That's only an old con putting that. Or apparently in Mexico they put the lemon in to get rid of the fly, but then everyone was like, "I like the taste of lager and lime."
Yeah, that's
I love
the thing.
Dr. David's comment there, which was blaring. Dr. David is busy blaring Ocean Color Scene and drinking Fat Frogs on holiday in Santa Ponza. That's exactly where. Well, actually, I think that was the final straw in the marriage when I was going to go to Santa Ponza with Paul Gallagher and the boys, and it just so happened to land on the ex-wife's birthday, and I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I didn't go, but I fucking should have gone for all the hassle it cost. A bit of Doom Bar, ice cold, says KM. Doom Bar, down an old Weatherspoon's job, is it?
Never heard of that one.
Scrow. All right, gents, good to see you, says Justin Scrow. What's this here? Aldi version of Desperados is nice, called Banditos. I love the way you know exactly what it's talking about. Banditos and Desperados. I love it, man. There's nothing Desperados can do to stop them. What? Listen to this, man. Have a listen to this. Tyler Schuler says, we have buzzballs in the States. 15% alcohol. It's orange wine with flavor. A few of those before a night out and it'll get you right out. Fucking will. You'd be coming out of your shell pretty nifty.
It sounds like the American version of Buckfest. Get you well saved up.
Well, apparently, Guns N' Roses used to sing Night Train about a bottle of wine, a cheap wine they used to have called Night Train. But Sasha, fair play to him, he got me into this shit back in the day called Castilla de Grados. And that was rough tack. And you drink it out of a Tetra Pak. It would all go all fucking squishy around and purple around the entrance. That was hard lushing. Am I right, Sash?
Oh yeah, I remember going into Surly Room with half a pack down my pants, and I'd go for a pee and I'd pull the little knobble from the Castilla de Grados and fill up my bottle of wine. fill up my glass of wine with it.
Hey lads, what's your favorite album cover? According to Jonah Anderson.
Album cover. Fuck, that's a tough one, mate.
Album cover. Would it be Travis, the Man Who?
That's not a cover, though. Isn't that an original album?
No, a favorite album cover.
The outside of it. I thought you meant a cover of a songs. Oh, you mean the outside of the cover? Oh, yeah. What about the Manic Street Preachers Journal for Plague Lovers?
Tenants
Expo.
Plague Lovers. Plague Lovers.
Andy Warhol. Underground Andy Warhol, that big banana.
Oh, fucking Lou Reed and Velvet Underground.
Yeah, Lou Reed and Mo Tucker, and I think his brother was in there somewhere. Like, I actually saw Velvet Underground once. It was a very strange experience. But yeah, I can't really think about an album cover that's actually that good because you've got to listen to the music and then blah, blah, blah.
One of the most menacing album covers I ever seen was Body Count, the rapper. And it's just got like this black dude with huge muscles and a chain around him, and he's like, you can't see his eyes. He's got like a bandana, and there's the songs on the back such as Smoked Pork, and like
mine. Count is Ice-T. Do you remember Ice-T?
Man, listen, I remember Ice-T when he was doing Badass TV. Or it was before the days he got on Ice-T was on like Law and Order Special Victims Unit. And it's like, we got a perp walk for this creep. This creep thinks he's gonna walk away from me. Smell the glove. That was probably from a New York-based rapper like me, Ice-T. I think the best album cover of all time has to go to Spinal Tap. Smell the glove. Smell the glove. Well, I don't understand. How come they do it? And I, there's all these greased up women, and they have him tied down, and they're all knocking on him. Well, you see, that's the thing. They're doing it to him. They're doing it to him. When it's the other way around, it's sexist. Well, what's wrong with being sexy?
Sexist or sexy?
Would you remember in Spinal Tap where the one comes up and she goes, you put a greased up woman, naked woman on all fours, and you make her wear a dog collar with a man's arm extended with a glove smelling. Smell the glove.
Yeah, fair enough. Point taken.
I've never seen that.
Oh, listen to this. We got a good one from Outlaw Barber here. You ever drink Scrumpy Jack? When I first arrived in Ireland, I stayed in a travel lodge in Ballymun. Ooh, fuck me, that must have been some night out. Dublin, and it was on tap behind the bar across the road. It was called the Towers Bar. Great crack. Scrumpy Jack was that was my go-to drink when I was about 18, because you drank two of them and you'd be fucking absconded.
6%.
Hey, Dwayne, while we have you, can you do your horse racing commentary?
I could do, a bit of it, yeah.
Go on.
I make a bit. Sometimes it goes well, and sometimes it goes a bit arseways. But I can give it another go, and if it goes arseways, sure, you'll forgive me.
Let's do this. You can do this.
And it's one or two flights now. Kono Star's in front. German's in second place. Back in third is Madison de Burley. It's Kono Star in front now by 2.5 lengths. Back in second place is Denman, and third is Madison de Burley. Comes to the second last flight. Over he goes. Kono Star. He still leads now. Denman is in second place, trying to mount a challenge, and Madison de Burley in third. Kono Star still is clear. Up the outside now is Denman trying to mount an effort again. But Kono Star is holding firm. Over the last they go now. Kono Star is in the lead. Denman is trying to fight back, but Kono Star is holding all the aces. He's going to win. Kono Star wins. Denman's in second place, and Madison de Burley is third.
Oh man,
I'm awestruck. That was beautiful.
Oh, I love how like he really managed to get the pace of the race. Like I didn't like. Obviously, I was picturing the horses, the excitement, but the way it came all the way up to the line, and then he slowed it down as the horses were passing the finish line. Excellently done, Dwayne.
The jump to second there, or the second last twice there. Not 100% sure now. I think I might have done that wrong, but like, you got the idea.
Yeah, you did well. You did. You should be getting on to fucking Boyle Sports and going. Give me the touch there, boys. Give me the touch. KM said, I felt like it was at Cheltenham.
Oh yeah.
Can you see the comments there, Dwayne?
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. You can address the comments as you wish, fellas.
Yeah, I appreciate them comments. They're good ones. Thanks.
Some fucking crack.
That was lovely.
I nearly always
to Amanda. Get Dwayne on to do some ASMR. So how's the weather there? Hey, Gavigan, jump on here, you blurt. Please jump on.
It's gone funny the weather.
Hey lads, tell Gavigan to come on. Everyone, put pressure onto the dead hedgehogs.
What's the weather like over where you are?
Lovely. Well, it's gonna be pissing rain tomorrow, a bit of lightning, but I don't mind a bit of lightning, man. It's dramatic, like myself.
At the minute now, we've got typical Irish weather. It's beautiful one day, it's raining again, so you just don't know what to expect.
Yeah,
Dwayne,
is it raining over there again? Is it?
I'm in Ireland, yeah. Mayo.
Oh, you in Sweden, like?
No, I'm over in Ireland. Where are you, Sasha?
I'm in Scotland. I'm in Edinburgh.
All right.
Yeah. And he's in Sweden.
Okay.
Sweden, Ireland, and Scotland.
It's amazing what the modern technology.
What a nice combination.
From the different countries.
Duke Specials, Owl Lad. Duke Special's playing in the Roisin tonight, man. He's amazing. He's got a
Oh,
Tim
yeah.
Minchin style piano at him.
Seeing him.
I'm gonna bum Tim Minchin.
I've been saving up all year to see Duke Special. That was the only good thing. And I hadn't there was no place open, so I couldn't spend that much money. So I've have to save like 50 quid a week for Duke Special, you know.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind. The tickets were only 22 quid. Johnny O'Sullivan says, "Are you filling in for Seamus the wrestler, Martin? I'm going lifting. My gains are strong. I've got good gainsmanship." Oh, we got Johnny. Johnny's in the house. Amen, Johnny. Bring him in. Device is not connected. He'll get there yet, boy. Johnny will get there yet.
Come on.
Stay with her, Johnny. Johnny. Stay with her, Johnny. Johnny.
Hey, Martin, did you watch Champions League final the other day? I was buzzing like a motherfucker, mate.
Chelsea and City. I was made up to see City didn't get the full wazoo, as Manny Toast would say.
Buzzing. See, I'm a Roman Catholic, but I support Celtic, but I support Chelsea. But normally it's like, if you support Chelsea, you have to support Rangers. But I don't really give a fuck about religion, but I don't like Rangers. But fuck it.
I thought you were Church of England.
No, I'm Roman Catholic. Well, my dad was Russian Roman Catholic. And my mum's Church of England, even though she's Scottish. I've not worked out yet.
Oh,
you know what I mean? But it's a little bit, if you go out with a Chelsea top round here, they either give you loads of respect or they kick the fuck out of you. So as soon as fucking Chelsea won the Champions League, went out with my Chelsea top and everyone was going, yeah. You know what I mean?
Hey, do you know what?
Do you remember when Liverpool won the Champions League?
Oh, man.
Do you remember when Liverpool won the Champions League?
2005.
I was dancing on the tables, and you were the only fucking scouser, wasn't it? And some African geezer was. I love Liverpool too, but I'm not gay. Because I'm not gay. I walk out of here every night with different birds on my arm.
Hey, do you know
we do have a friend. Because I'm not gay. I walk out of here every night with different birds on.
Sorry, there's a bit of a delay there.
Yeah.
Chris, you might need a couple of Glasheen's headphones. 1 second. So I'll set the scene. 2005. It was we were in Stockholm. Myself and Sasha and friends were watching the Champions League final.
Miracle of Istanbul.
It was, but what was an even bigger miracle is how those yardies from Jamaica didn't kick off on you when you were standing up on the tables, and they were like, "Sasha, sit down, man, or I'll make your life hard for you." And you were like, "Oh, fuck, shut up. Who the fuck do you think you are?" But the funniest thing was when you had a dust up with Hida, the owner of the pub, and we'd watched Sin City, and we were watching Jared Leto because he's the only one with like a yellow head in Sin City, the film, and he goes, "Oh, that looks like fucking Hida from Shelleren." So when you had the fucking argument with, it was one of those times, when you've had like when you've overstepped the line, but you're like, I'm in for a penny, in for a pound. It doesn't make any difference at this stage. But you were like, "Yeah, fuck you. What are you fucking do about it?" And you were like, I'll make your life very difficult for you. And then you go to fuck off, Sin City.
He came home to your ex-wife's house, my ex-girlfriend's house. He was expecting a shag, and that's not the way it works with people. You know what I mean? And then
you were expecting
smashed the fucking glass over there, and they left.
I have to say,
do you know what I mean? Like, he was just a pervert, man.
There was an awful lot of hopping in and out of beds going on in that house back in the day. They were great fucking days.
Birds, though, and we
you were like the
just jump in
with women,
man. Fucking top boys.
Yeah, well, not anymore. I'm tied down now.
Yeah, it makes for an easy living.
Where are you based at the moment, Sasha?
What's that, Captain?
I said, where are you based at the moment? Are you still in Scotland, are you?
Yeah, I'm in Edinburgh. I love it.
Very good.
Edinburgh.
Excellent.
You know what? Dr. David coming in with another fucking zinger. It was me, Fionn Regan, and Jape opening a new sushi IPA bar in Stony Batter. Hashtag marriage equality. Oh, he's just fucking hits it on the head so nicely. What the fuck was the deal with Jape? I mean, I remember Tordoff would always go, fucking Jape. I saw him once. He's got a massive head. What's that all about? Do you remember the time we met Fionn Regan that time? He was with your man, the fucking actor. What's his name? The Welsh lad from Notting Hill.
What's his name?
Iphans or something. Or something.
Yeah,
where's him again?
Yeah, what's his fucking name again? Reece Iffens. And we were trying to get the crack out of Reece Iffens, but he was as dry as a fucking sandal. And he kept going, all right, yeah, nice to meet you. And I was like, what's your name? To your man beside him, he goes, Fionn. And I was like, what the fucking head on him, man? It looked like an extra in a Rolling Stones spin-off. Do you know what I mean? It was just like you look like the lad who the what's his fucking name?
Did he look like something out of Fraggle Rock?
Who was the old bassist who was in Rolling Stones? He's about 15 years older than the rest of them.
Wyman, I think.
Yeah, what was his name?
Cameron's first name, I think it's Bill Wyman.
Bill Wyman, yeah. He was dressed like Bill Wyman from like 1965, and he's just sitting there like absolutely zero crack. Tell us the story of the time when you nearly got into the fight with Jack Rayner in Lily's.
Oh man, fucking! That was the same night that we bumped into your bouncer friends that brought you to court. That was a fucking
during the court case,
in the middle of a court case. Where were we before that? That was
Lily's,
Celt, wasn't it? Or no, it wasn't the Celt. It was just across that. The place was just across from Trinity College.
Doyle's.
No. Remember we were, but the place that we met Jack Rayner and his mom.
That wasn't Lily's.
Was it Lily's?
Yeah, and his mother had a shaved head, and you kept going like this to her. You have a lovely heading, and your man Jack Rayner was like,
"Hey, the affliction on myself, I think."
You are?
I think I brought the affliction on myself. I had a nice lush heading at the time. And I kept on stroking her lovely fucking boss head.
Yeah, but and everyone was like, "Look, he's going out with the girl from the Bandits Horse Outside video." And I was like,
"Yeah,
yeah." And they were all in this. He was hanging out with all these actors who were in like the Charlie Haughey with Aidan Gillen. Hi, I'm Aidan Gillen. I'm playing Charlie Haughey. Anytime there's a period drama about anyone, David Allen, Haughey, fucking Adam Sandler, they're gonna bring me in to play that guy. And then there was all these lads who were going around with like 1970s haircuts with fucking sides on their cheeks and stuff, and
mustaches that were twirled up like
like fucking vaudeville villains.
Yeah.
And you said, your man, his mate who had his massive caterpillar eyebrows kept going, "Oh no, lads, fucking oh come on!" And you were like, "What the fuck's he gonna fucking do?" To your man. Sorry, Dwayne.
Were you more afraid of his eyebrows than you are a right hook off him?
Well, I thought his eyebrows were going to grab me by the throat at one stage.
Yeah, they were worried that they'd
fucking anacondas coming at you.
We'd see them scurrying across the floor later on.
They would have ended up on Gavin Lam Murphy's shoes.
Yeah, they weren't too impressed with me fucking constantly stroking her head.
Sean Thornton says, "Where's the horse outside girl today? Put out to pasture."
Shawnee Thornton, you're a funny fucker. Okay, yeah,
She's back in again.
that really kicked off in the bathroom then, didn't it?
Oh yeah, so we were down in we went with Dylan McGrath was there as well, and I
Yeah.
said, "How are you, Dylan? Any crack?" No, not a butt. And I said, "Where are you going after this?" I don't know. We're going down the hotel, fucking Kildare Hotel, it's called. So we went down to this place for a lock-in, and I was in the toilet, and it was all the fucking bouncers I had to rumble with at the big tree, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I was cornered in the bathroom. They're like, "No, no, no!" like this to me.
Yeah.
And then Gavigan comes down. And he's like, "What the fuck is going on here? You cunts! You fuck the lot of you!" And then it was like, "Settle down, you. It's none of your business." Fucking is, man, and you shouldn't be fucking talking to him. And I was like, I think we should get out of here, lads.
Yeah.
In fairness, some of them were pretty sound. I was like, no, I'm getting on with them.
Yeah, see,
Man,
you're too forgiven, like.
Yeah, I'm well too forgiven. I don't have a bad bone in my body.
You should like.
Yes, Ash.
Can you explain to the boys that your kids are with my ex-girlfriend before?
Yeah, so basically, Sasha used to go out with my ex-wife before me and her got together.
Yeah,
and
it doesn't sound weird to the boys, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's just like she was like, see, because we kind of both met her at the same time, but then this was a long time before, but I got too drunk and arrogant because I was drinking whiskey, and then she ended up with Sasha instead, and then they broke up, and then we got together, and the rest is history. The relationship is history. She did well. She lasted 13 years, like, so.
Yeah, no, I'm just a story like about the Hells Angels stripper.
Oh, the stripper you were with?
No. This is when I was with your ex-wife, when I was together with a boyfriend and girlfriend, and I actually ended up in the toilets instead of the shower room with this Hells Angels stripper. And your ex-wife, which was my girlfriend at the time, was banging on the door, and all the security moved them out. They gave us a lock-in, and I went back to her house and shagged the fucking brains out and went back to your ex-wife, which was my girlfriend at the time.
I was amazed. No one got chlamydia. Yeah, it was fucking that house was madness back in the day. It was great fun. It was like it was pure. It was like something from Jim Morrison's Diaries.
Yeah,
we basically stole his woman. Nice.
Remember that horrible dreadlock, Martin Bamser? Horrible dreadlock, man. And he put his head around the door and he saw what was going on in the front room. He was like, "Fuck, you know."
Oh, Bamser, yeah. Listen, we'll keep these illicit tales off the stream. It's a family show. We want to be talking about all the hot babes we were with years ago, and I mean hot babes.
That's the problem.
Yeah, we were basically like rock and roll stars without a band.
But I had them all lined up. I took Martin to Sweden, and I had them all lined up anyway. You know what I mean? It was fucking.
they were doing like
In fairness, I remember because when we come to Sweden, it was me, Alan O'Neill, Phil, and Crazy Justin, as in Justin Masler. So there was us four and seven dogs, including Sasha's dog Lars. And we had to bring these dogs because me and Sasha were working with this Danish charity that saved cats and dogs. And we did. It was a good summer, Sasha. Was it 32 cats, 16 dogs?
More dogs than that. I didn't do
BB King in the mix as well.
What's that?
It's fucking BB King, man. How are you getting on?
Yeah, pretty good. Nice to meet
We're
you all.
talking about the mission and getting to tiny fucking island up to Denmark for free. And we actually made Justin Masler pay for the fucking the hire car.
Oh yeah, Johnny from California is in the mix. BB King, where are you ringing from, lad?
I'm ringing from south of France.
Oh, nice.
Very cool, man.
What's the crack down there?
The lockdown has just been lifted, and so everyone's everyone's drinking and smoking and partying now. And
Where are you, lad? You in Nice?
Pretty much,
Yeah,
Study-
Cannes.
well, I come from London, but I've lived in south of France for 3 years. And
Yeah, but where are
look,
you in France?
south
Yeah,
of
there's a lot of
France.
places.
a little-
Nice, Montpellier, Cannes, the other places.
It's about
Is it?
half
Cool.
an hour's drive. Half an hour's drive from Carcassonne, and I'm I'm so bored here. I just wanted to come on to announce my boredom.
Well,
And
you came to the right place. Did you see Macron getting the slap today?
I did, yeah.
Oh,
That was
brilliant.
hilarious.
I love the way he
Okay,
ran
cool,
over
man.
to your man and grabbed him on the arm and said, "I'm here to save you all," and your man just slaps him.
After
Yeah. Well, he
Well,
only got.
in
I
a
think
fake-
he only got like
Thebes.
the fingers in. He only got like a couple of fingers on Macron's face.
Yeah, he didn't go for the he didn't go for the full slap.
No, for the full bitch slap.
The only way
no.
he could have made it better if he went, Charlie Murphy!
Charlie Murphy. Unity.
Tell you one thing, it's a lovely crew of lads. We got Johnny down there in the corner, just having a little bit of a sit off for himself. You know, you're muted, Johnny.
So where about?
There you go.
I'm here now, lads.
Johnny, you're looking strong, man. The guns are looking well.
Oh no, look, usually I'm like that.
Operation Gunship.
How's the lads? How's the lads?
How we doing,
We're
man?
good, thanks, mate. We got BB in the mix. We got
Second
Dwayne.
grand.
We got Tasha. We got Gavigan.
Like,
Myself.
no
Yourself.
in the show tonight, hey?
The fucking as the Atomic Kitten would say, the tide is high and the moon is low. Now I'm gonna go off to score some blow
Down the chill.
down the town.
Come here, BB Cake, man. You look like your man John out of Line of Duty. Another fella, I don't know whether he's watching. I don't know his real name.
Oh,
The fella in the end, that he's
no, that's my initials, but I like to pretend I'm the jazz musician.
Yeah, well, they look like him.
Yeah, thanks.
That's a compliment.
It is, yeah. He was in Snatch. The little fella that
Mikey Graham.
he pulled out the
Stephen Graham.
Stephen Graham. Mikey Graham is laughing boys on. Yeah, Stephen Graham. Yeah, he does look a bit like Stephen Graham.
Yeah.
Scouser, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Are you scouts, lad?
Wait,
Are you looking for a bit of work?
man. He was in Grant as well. He plays a Yank, but he's actually not a Yank.
Yeah. He's
He was
correct.
Yeah. It's good little shitbag. He's a good man.
Line of Duty is just the bill. What is it?
Well, I'm not a Yank, but I am on IMDb.
Mother of God. That's all your man says. Mother of God. We've got to cross all the T's.
Yeah, I'm on.
This one.
We got Chris Perez in the mix. Chris Perez. I meant to call you back, mate, earlier on. Lads, talk amongst yourselves there for a second. I'm going to leave the studio. You just keep the chat going. I'll be back in a minute.
What? We've got to leave the studio. Basically, a cupboard.
Maloney's Digest has just been taken over by 5 random lads.
Yeah, that's the way it has to be, innit? Are you right?
Cupboard.
So, all you guys in Ireland or Sweden or wherever the fuck you are? I'm in Scotland.
No, Ireland, Dublin.
Yeah, same in Dublin at the moment. Was in Mayo earlier on.
Dublin,
South of
Dwayne,
France.
are you down at home, are you?
South of
I am, yeah.
France.
Are you in Dublin, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm in Dublin, yeah, during the week. But okay, I was in Westport last night on the session with the lovely Stephen Kelly. He was fucking.
All right.
He
Where
was
were you
a
in?
mountain cunt last night, so he was, poor cowboy.
Did he give it plenty of jip on the good stuff?
Oh, he was fucking flaking all over the place. He was wobbling like fuck by the end of the night.
What time did you say?
It's actually It's unreal the amount of fucking sideways steps he was taking. It was fucking class. A mighty session of pints was had.
Did he make it home though?
He did, yeah. I fucking put him in a taxi.
Hey,
and got
did he
him back.
make it home?
He did. You got
Ah,
to look after the
good
lads
luck.
when they're in that fucking state, you know. Should look.
He's in a
We've all
paddy
been
like
there, lads. We've all been.
2 hours.
At least you had a nice day anyway yesterday. It was good weather.
I got
Not so good today.
See who's in the stateside versus Chris. I wouldn't take him on now. Wouldn't take on stateside in a fucking eating contest anyway. The silly cunt.
man. We got a bit of an internet chaos going on here.
That Ronnie put up was Jesus, man. Your man was seriously looking like stateside, and I think most of the comments today was oh my stateside. He was a ringer for him. Did anybody see? Did you lads see it?
No, I didn't see that. No.
He put it up there a couple of hours ago. There, he was in a pub with a couple of people.
I was thinking that myself. Yeah, he looked an awful lot like him.
Ah, look at the comments. I thought straight away stateside, and then I call up.
Stateside.
And then
He lost a bunch of weight, right?
Oh no, everybody else got there before me. But oh my god, lads, check it out. It's Maloney's last video there. Only a couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
The pub now. Maloney, I'm surprised he's not here now, but he's not. He's gonna watch it back. I didn't see an Ireland match on the background. Did any of you lads watch the match today?
No, it couldn't be our
Did well,
watching now.
Yeah, man, look, listen, it was 0-0 against Hungary. I think we did good.
Ah, yeah,
They're
Hungary are
better.
decent team members.
They were probably the
We
better
did
side in the
very
second half. I didn't see much in the first half. The second half, they were the better team.
That was Rod.
Be a good team play over the last 10 games or 11 games. So
We did.
They actually look like they're going in the right direction, and it's just the damage is probably already done, like to their World Cup qualification chances.
I know, but it's good to see they've actually finally got a bit of training in last week, as far as I heard. And I'm not listen. Don't quote. I'm not into everything in football, but I love watching the Ireland games. And the last 10 matches with Stephen Kenny have been terrible, but the last week, obviously, and today looked good. It did look good. It did look good.
It did.
What's the
And
crack?
out because we seen it in the pub today with stateside, and you hadn't got the Ireland match on the background.
Rod wouldn't be too impressed if he.
Stateside double.
I must get Rod on. Rod is he's an absolute merchant of excellent tidings, and the young fella Christian. Fair play to you.
I gotta say,
looking
myself and
fantastic
Rod
tonight.
had some serious fucking lushes when last time I was in Stockholm. It was a fucking mighty bit of fucking sessioning.
With the Cowboy Kelly, Cowboy ended up. They were staying at an Airbnb, and Cowboy's shoes were fucked. So your man had a nice pair of these like Desert Storm combat boots. So Stevie was like, "They're a fucking great pair of boots. I'm wearing them." So not only did Stevie stay at your man's gaff, just wore his shoes around Stockholm on the
For 3 days. They had to put his own fucking shoes that were falling apart back on the way back to the airport.
He had to get them glued.
We were on the way through the airport that time. Cowboy was so fucked. It was like carting around a dementia patient for a couple of hours. It was fucking brutal hanging out with him.
Who was
It's
this?
just like
I know what that's
the
like.
airport on the way back after that session in Stockholm.
Stevie was in bits, was he?
Oh, he was like an old fucking Alzheimer's fucking lad, walking around picking up stuff randomly, staring at it.
He was like a lad in Santa Ponza of a Wednesday night.
Yeah, exactly. The same man. He was. I was saying he was in some state last night. You'd have fucking loved to have seen him.
Why? What was the crack the other night?
Well, the pubs were back open with the beer gardens yesterday. So myself and Cowboy went.
I beg your pardon. I never promised you a beer garden.
Well, myself and himself went out in Westport yesterday and got fucking fairly mouldy.
Was there many finers out? Was it?
The fuck it was packed. The fucking place was packed
Was it flitted with finers?
with wetzers.
Oh man! Did the Jade Elwes says? Did the Crow come out?
The Crow fucking rightly came out. He was a right crow last night, so he was.
So So basically, when Stevie Kelly gets really Steamboat Willied, he turns into a crow.
Yeah. Yeah, he was fucking. He was full of go last night.
Mickey Mouse's real name is Steamboat Willie, and then change it to Mickey Mouse.
That's right. I
Oh yeah,
I love.
that's right. That was the
I
first
love
Disney thing.
What'd you say?
The first Disney film was Steamboat Willie.
And it was with Mickey Mouse, but then changed his name to Mickey Mouse, didn't
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, he was like Ollie Solskjaer driving the bus.
he?
What a better.
I'm a Chelsea fan, so I'm fucking loving every minute of this year.
How the hell?
Chelsea and Hibernian fan.
Did you become a Chelsea supporter? Because I always thought you were United a couple of years
because
ago,
my
and then all of a
granddad-
sudden you're going around with Samsung Clobber, and you know, I was always fucking Chelsea's Oxford United when I'm not like
No,
because of second division.
no, but my granddad, listen, Martin, listen. My granddad used to be a massive Chelsea, and my uncle, and they used to give me all these old programs, you know, Peter Osgood and all that fucking idiots, and I really wasn't. I love football, but I really wasn't into it. But then I watched the 2012 Champions League final, and I was like, "That's it. I'm following my family." Like, you know, I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? And ever since then, I've been a Chelsea book. And I'm not a glory hunter because I lived in South Kensington for 2 years when I was born. So I was actually born in Chelsea.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
Fair enough.
It's kind of like a posh area.
West London, innit?
No, if it's an English team or an Irish team or a Scottish team or a Welsh team in the final, I'm going to follow them 100%. You know what I mean?
Well, I grew up in North London, so that means I'm a Spurs supporter.
Yeah, I used to love Spurs with Clive Allen and all that, all them boys when I was growing up. You know.
Yeah.
But I moved to Oxford and we're shit. But we did win a League Cup once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's my grandpa and my uncles that they were just piling programs on me after the match and stuff. Like, you got to be a Chelsea fan. I didn't want to be a Chelsea fan. I wanted to be a Tottenham fan. But
Yeah.
after
Well, good choice.
3 years, I
That
just
would have been
gave up.
fucking horrific choice. That would be like
Most
that would be like being a
North-
male
Big
supporter.
City didn't fucking get it. But anyway, fuck it. Hey,
most
Hey,
North
I was
London.
gonna say-
Yeah, we're not here to talk
Spurs
about
or
football.
Arsenal.
Sasha, can you tell them about your modeling days back in New York? I was going to show. Here
Yeah,
he
I know.
was back in.
I used
in
to
the
live in
90s.
Finsbury Park, and then it was like,
There he was back in the day, hanging around with the American skater dudes.
I thought you were with some 41 there, Sasha.
I don't want to waste more time. No, because that's an interesting
No,
story. Didn't you get like a modeling job with Levi's or something back in the
just
day?
take me out, dude.
And also the skateboarding. There he was doing some nice.
Oh yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, but I was a skateboarder. Fuck's sake, man. He was just on the tap, wasn't it? You know, if you're a good skateboarder, got a silly haircut, you get a job.
I skated until I broke my ankle when I was 16, and then I thought, it's not worth it.
It's worth it for the vagina that comes later on in life.
This was also the end of like.
I don't mean to be rude. Or
2006. There's Simon Keenan in the middle. There's myself and Sash, and we also have Max the Beetle.
Oh, hello,
Max Beetle.
Yeah, Max actually threw me out of his house one night because I opened the cupboard and there was like 5 bottles of vodka in there, and then I woke up in the police cell with my dog in the police cell, and they just went, "All right, okay, bye." And I was like, "What the fuck? It just happened."
What was that?
I
Sasha?
fell asleep. No, I fell asleep in the snow in Sweden. I was fucked, mate. I was absolutely.
You should go out some nose candy to,
And they took me out of the
summarize
pool.
yourself.
You know?
So here's a picture of me when I was 20 there. I was coming back. I was on the way to Sweden.
No, the thing is
There's
about
Alan,
like
and there's Lars the dog, and crazy Justin Massler.
Fucking.
So it would be,
Yeah.
if I was
Oh my God.
more tech savvy, I could be bringing these pictures up on the screen. But yeah, that was back in the day.
That's when we were driving from Milan to Copenhagen, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I had to drive a good few hours. I didn't have a fucking license, and I'd never driven on a motorway before. And I don't think we'd slept for like 20 hours, and it was like, you have to fucking drive. I'm like, I don't even have a license, man. You go, yeah, but you can fucking drive. I've been in a car with you when you've driven. I'm like, yeah, around EOS. And then sure enough, I stepped
the
up
good
and
thing
drove
is
for like 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
He paid, and he ended up fucking with us in stuff. Yeah. And then he started stalking fucking Paris Hilton. I was like, what the fuck? I told you it was the wrong one.
Are
Yeah.
you sure it was
I
Paris
told-
Hilton? It might have been.
I thought it was what you call
You
it?
got to see him on Facebook.
Ivanka Trump, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was Ivanka Trump.
There was the main man. I was back in the day. There he is, back in EOS.
He's
He was
actually got
proper.
about him.
He's
Stalking,
pretty
Britney
hot for a
Spears.
man.
Yeah, but he just had like streams of women following him around the whole time. I mean, do you remember that girl Sophie you were going out with? She had the Volkswagen Golf, and she was like, you were going, oh, met this fucking.
He never
Hey,
had
Sash.
dreams of women. They were following
Yes,
him
you
around.
fucking did, man. You did. Hey, Sash, do you remember you going out with that really hot bird who was into like the midnight racing track?
Yeah, but if you're talking about me, yeah, I thought you were talking about Justin Master.
No, I was talking about you.
I can't imagine just
do you remember,
a
Flash?
stream of women behind him.
Sasha was going out with this girl. I think her name was Sophia, and she used to drive like this Volkswagen Golf, and she was hanging out with all these midnight races, and she was cracking. But like she was taking us to the petrol station, and he goes, "Boy, watch this." So like she go, "Oh, I've just got to check something." So she popped the hood, and then he goes, "Right, she's going to check the oil now. She checked the oil. She's going to check the water now. She checked the water. She's going to check the pressure of the tires now." But didn't she do that all the time just to like show that she was good with cars?
Yeah, but she was fit there, wasn't she?
She was. I remember we were staying in the other Sophia's house, and she walked past one night just in like her underwear. And I remember looking up. I was like, I was sleeping on the floor. I looked up and I went, "That lucky bastard."
It was that my Sophia or Phil Sophia.
Your Sophia.
Oh yeah, I was in the bedroom when we had that one.
You're in your fucking element.
Yeah, but when it came to Phil Sophia, there was 3 of us on both of them.
You guys ever been to Morzine?
Where? Mosney.
Morzine. It's like a. Well, in the summer, it's like a
the
BMX
community games
place.
Yeah,
in
I
the
was never
winter,
there.
it's a snowboarding place. And,
What, the one in Ireland?
Mosney.
No, it's between France and Switzerland.
Oh no.
No.
I thought you meant
What's
Mosney,
it called?
where all
But,
those
like-
kids went to the community games back in the 90s, and now is
Yeah,
is
that's
it-
the place. Yeah.
Where?
I went there a few times with like my old friends and my brother, my older brother, who's like 5 years older than me, and we went on the ferry from Dover to Calais, and then it was like a 6-hour drive, and my brother had like an ounce of hash on him, and we got stopped just before we entered the ferry, and they checked our car and they had dogs, but my brother is so good at smuggling drugs that they didn't find the hash, and so it ended up being a really good trip. even though on the first day that I rented a mountain bike, I went from a green run accidentally to a red run, and I flipped my mountain bike. I went like head over heels, and I got like a severe concussion and like a bunch of bruises and cuts, and so the rest of the trip I was just drinking and taking tramadol. So that was all right.
Yeah. So you were
Yeah.
lucky you didn't break anything else. Yeah, the downhill mountain biking, it's great fun. But I mean, I've seen lads going down Mount Whistler in Canada, and it looks terrifying. I mean, I can't understand how people have the reaction time to go down these trails. Even following someone, you're like, what the hell's coming up around the corner next? Scary shit.
It's very scary. But we usually half
Women do it
pissed.
as well. It's fucking nuts. I watched.
Johnny, you're gonna have to turn the volume down a touch there, mate. There's an echo. Sorry about Johnny, mate. Sorry about that. But it's been a good old evening now. I'm gonna have to turn in for the night, unfortunately, lads, because Amon's got to be up and she is fairly empty. You want to fill that up fairly lively.
Okay, gonna Christian Bale.
You're gonna do a Christian and Bale, are you?
Sure am.
All right. Well, look, Dwayne, BB, Sasha, Johnny, Cross. Actually, before we go, Dwayne, could you please give us a funny stateside story? Because it was you who, or because you hung out with Stateside and his cousin Crowbar back in the day. I remember my first ever encounter with the legacy of Stateside was before he even had a name. Stateside, he just went by the name Muller, and Tanya goes to me. She goes, "Oh, Martin, you've got to see." This lad Miller, he's unreal. I mean, I was like, how do you mean he's unreal? Oh, he was on X Factor, man. Oh, it's fucking.
That X Factor clip is it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, but I can't find it though. He went on to X Factor and he sung in front of Simon Cowell, Louis Walsh, and Sharon Osbourne. He goes, "Take me to the place I love, take me all the way."
Good. I'm going to
like, they're only a pack of cunts, that lot, man. I know fucking well. I'm Stertside. I'm a great singer.
Who's the black guy that was in the prison movie?
That's
Morgan Freeman.
Statement.
Morgan Freeman. My penis hangs below my kneecaps.
That was the Morgan Freeman impression.
My penis hangs below my kneecaps.
He was a good friend. Johnny, the volume is still echoing there, mate. You're gonna have to turn your volume down a touch. Sorry about that. But I was gonna say, so Tanya, your sister,
How's that?
is still a bit echoey. Yeah. If you got a pair of headphones, that'll do the right job. That's the job. But, so what happened was, she would tell me about Stateside. He would be walking under a door frame that was about this much above him, and he'd duck walking under like a 2-meter door frame, and and he'd be walking he'd sit into a car, and he'd take up all the back seat. Look how massive I am. So that's how we brought him in. But what was the crack with him back in the old days, Dwayne? Like, what was the story like? How did you come about meeting him?
I knew Chris, and Chris is his cousin. Like, so I think originally it was he used to play snooker with Sean Conway, and the two of them. I met Chris through Sean from the snooker, and then I met Miller through Chris because they're cousins. Like, so that's how I knew the two of them didn't eventually. But there was loads of crack.
It's a real snooker obsession between the boys. It's fucking brilliant.
The
Yeah.
two boys would often fall out over games of pool. It's like, I'm not talking to Chris anymore, Martin. I'm not talking to him. I was like, why not? And he goes,
Right.
I'm
Couldn't
not.
handle
It's over.
Oh,
It's finished. And then they'd be hanging out. I don't know if you were there when he had a fight with James Durkin in the Gateway, but James Durkin just picked up one of those big bar chairs. Like it was like a stool with a back on it. He just picked it up and threw it at stateside. Just bounced off his chest. Didn't even touch him. Not the best you can do, Durkin, is it? I'll fight you outside. And in fairness, there was a good few slaps thrown outside. It was just the perfect end to a rowdy night.
Well,
Yeah.
it sounds like these stories kind of influence Hardy Bucks.
Or is it the other way around? Yeah.
I don't know. But it's amazing to talk to you guys. Thank you for letting me on.
Oh, mate, you're very welcome. Nice to have you on. And jump in anytime for the chats.
I will do.
But on that note, I think we'll say good night and God bless to everyone. A thank you to Johnny, to Sasha, to Dwayne, to BB, to Gavigan, to myself, and to all of you, the listeners. And I think we'll be back again. Oh, he's got chicken wing on the go. Fair play to Johnny. Oh, that lad knows good living. Funny enough, I had chicken wings myself. Oh, the old buffalo. Nice. You can make your own. Here's a little one of Maloney's touches for you before we go. If you get a load of cayenne pepper, some vinegar, salt, and boil them up, and then you mix it with butter. You make your own Frank's hot sauce.
What kind of food do you do in here now?
Are you doing a bit of video on? Well, look at that's the crack for me now. Good night and bless everyone. And thanks, lads, for coming on. It was good old crack. Good luck, everyone.
Good night, guys. Love you.
Yeah.